Here it is, you see. Is it your house? Yes, it is. Over there my mother used to live. She could hardly walk at the end. Here, she lived here. We all stayed in this cellar. Sometimes we would get out. My mother would boil some water for tea over the open fire. We would come closer to get warm, and then would run back. Did you stay here all the time? No, we stayed here till March 9th. We might have stayed longer, but we were forced to leave. They probably knew it would be hell here, and we were made to leave. My children lived over there. Their house burned too. Our cat got burned. Murzik. Did he? Poor thing. He's a little better now, though. We all hid here. That's all that's left. Did a lot of people die? Those we know of. The first man who died was in area defense group. He was the only son of his mother. He was torn to pieces. They put the remains of his body into a bag. On that side of the village, one man was killed and 3 wounded. On that side, they found a dead man. A child lost the legs, and a village nurse was shot dead. And they still can't find a lot of people. They keep looking for them. Did they shell when entering, or when? Yes, when it all started. They came from there. They were flying towards Hostomel. It was a roaring sound. They were flying very low, right above the trees. We could even see their faces. They even waved to us. We could see that. When they attacked Hostomel, we realized the war had started. Were those landing forces? Helicopters bombed the airport, and later landing forces arrived too. They intended to cross Irpin, but our soldiers stopped them. But you know, our people helped them a lot, as much as they could. We dug trenches, drove shells, cooked for them, baked bread. We would give them the last pillows and blankets. They needed it all more than we did. Russians tried to attack 8 times. I still have a picture. They joked and put an accordion between his hands. They were everywhere, but concentrated on that side of the village. Where do you live now? Thanks to our neighbor, we have a house. He let us in. There are 6 of us. He didn't take any money from us and even gave us some food too. Are you cleaning it all now here? What can I do here? I can't do anything. It needs to be rebuilt, but we don't have such money. They promised they'd rebuild it, but God knows. We can't live here or there. What can I do? Clean up? What for? My son is at work. He works in Hostomel. That's how we lived. The cellar saved your lives, didn't it? Yes, it did. It's like a bunker. You see, it's 2 meters underground. There was an explosion here, and the cellar survived. The only thing left is a greenhouse. I brought there some stuff which wasn't looted. The only construction left. My niece lived in that house. They had just finished building. There are 20 houses like this nearby. They mostly come to the village center, and nobody comes here to see it all.